along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Inside. Here's Richards. And he cranks it down. He goes right over Nikola Jokic.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Murray for three. On target from range.
And sometimes I think Murray performs better under pressure. The shot clock only motivates him.
Pass to Booker. And out of bounds. Denver will have it. About a minute played here so far in the first. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Denver, and KD's name came up pretty quickly. I asked Coach about strategy for Durant, and he said, I want to get physical with him, make sure he's not getting easy looks at the hoop and ruffle his feathers. So the orders for the defense are to stay tough with Durant. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
First team down.
All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. That one's wide left.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Here's Booker. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
To the paint. Down low. And Jokic throws it down.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Easy money for the Slim Reaper. Nice finish.
The drive by Jokic. And he converts the layup.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Kept alive. For 3, Allen. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Jokic. The 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Porter with the steal. Takes a 3. Richards pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Now Allen. He's guarded by Porter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Booker. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside, and does just that.
Drafted as a 19-year-old back in 2015 by the Suns, Devin Booker has a special connection with Phoenix, Doris.
BA, they absolutely love Devin Booker in the Valley of the Sun. He's been with the Suns his entire career, and basically it's a fan base that has watched this young man grow up. And when you think over the long history of this organization, when you mention the best players in team history, there is no doubt he is part of that conversation.
Buries it from 3.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 9.
Woo-hoo, that was an explosive move by Devin Booker. Decks it and finishes.
Releases. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The kick to Durant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Kevin Durant is used to absorbing contact on the way up, and when he's this deep, it really puts the defense in a bind.
And both free throws good for Durant.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Porter's shot is off. It could go. Doesn't go for him. And so it's the Phoenix Suns leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More 2K action in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Gordon. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Here's Porter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porter's got his first 2 points.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
On the wing, Durant. Oh, they get a hand on it. Porter with the steal. On the wing, Murray to the middle. Gordon. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Murray. To the inside. Oh, what a slam from the big man, Jokic.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Inside. And it's Murray finishing it off.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Now here's Booker. He's got 9. Allen outside. Here's Richards. Denver grabs the miss.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Pass to Jokic. Oh, sweet move.
So dangerous in the pick and roll. Murray moving that ball, creating for others.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Jokic. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Oh, Denver gets it back. Outside Murray. Jokic the screen. Goes back up. The Nuggets need to get one up. Comes up empty down low. The Suns leading. Down low. Here's Durant. What a throwdown from KD.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Get crazy, it's t-shirt time!
Phoenix making a switch here.
Timeout.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer.
Mala mía, Ranfy, espérate que estoy haciendo algo. De una vez, ya yo voy a terminar. 6-8, 6-8, 7-4.
.119 left in the first half of this one. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
You cannot give Russell Westbrook a lane to the basket. This guy will slam it in your face quicker than you can say boo.
Pass to Bull. Gordon with a steal. Westbrook drives. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Denver.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Oh, boy. Don't allow Kevin Durant to get comfortable from there. It could be a long night if you do.
Back to Westbrook. Pass to Gordon. 5 to shoot. Screen by Gordon. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Durant looking around. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. Phoenix shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
Outside Durant. Back to Booker. One second left. And that's not going to go. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Suns on top. They lead by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Now Westbrook. Out to Gordon. Saric outside. To the left wing. Clock at 6. Gordon on the wing. This one for 3. Bradley Beal puts it in. Phoenix leading by 3. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Now here's Booker. To the middle. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Oh, the double clutch. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Bol Bol.
Well, you have to appreciate the fact that Russell Westbrook is going to play through contact and try to draw the foul.
Doris, think about Russell Westbrook's career. All-time NBA leader in triple-doubles.
B.A., there is so much to admire about Russell Westbrook, but I'm going to begin with something that I think is undervalued, and that's his willingness as a great player to play hard every single night on both ends of the floor. Tough, competitive, and skilled. He's a Hall of Famer.
And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 2-point game. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 5. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
What we know unequivocally is the best players being your hardest workers, the guys who want to be held accountable, make such an impact on your program, and that is Russell Westbrook to a T.
And it's Phoenix's ball. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. Now here's O'Neal. No made baskets yet. To the paint. Outside for Booker. Shot clock at 5. Screen by O'Neal. The Suns need to get off a shot. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Pass to Bol. It's stolen away. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, the ability to consistently touch paint is impressive. What a driver.
Inside. Here's Bull. And finished off by Bull.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
Now here's Booker. 12 points for him. Pass to O'Neal. Westbrook taking his time here. Shots good by Saric. Saric has got his first basket.
Well, you have to respect the physicality of Russell Westbrook. This guy plays with power, and he will go right through a defender.
Allen with it. Now Porter defending. Outside Booker. Three-pointer, no good.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Saric outside. On the wing, Porter. Screen by Watson. For the lead. And Porter hits from deep. And now a three-point Denver lead.
And just a nice smooth stroke on that three from Porter Jr. He knows that shot very well.
Beal left side. Shot to stop the run. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Pass to Saric. To the left side wing. Here's Watson. And another three for Denver.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Screen by O'Neal. Booker with it. Guarded now by Watson. Outside O'Neal. To the inside. And that one's good. Bull. Bull's gotten 4 this quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Outside Watson. From downtown. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. Here's Beal. Misses the jumper.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's Denver up 4.
The Suns, 37.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pass to Richards. Back to Booker. Outside Durant. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Allen, right side. 4-3. It's not going to go for him.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Outside Durant. Pass to Beal. Now here's Booker. Pounded by Westbrook. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both. That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Gordon, right side. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Now here's Durant. Jokic grabs the board. Pass to Gordon. And stolen by Durant. To the middle. Fast break. Here we go.
Such opportunistic basketball right there. And when they desperately needed it, too.
Outside Murray. Down low. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's a big man down there. I mean, when Jokic gets ideal positioning inside, he uses his size to draw contact.
No good on that one. And Denver making a change here. Good on the second one.
And though he let one get away, he pushed this to a two-possession lead.
Inside. Allen. And that one's good.
Yeah, Booker keeping that defense off balance with his passing ability right there.
To the inside. And the dunk by Jokic.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Pass to Durant. To the middle. Here's Richards. Outside Durant. KD out here flexing on people.
Yeah, Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Here's Brown. They grab their own miss. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. Beal outside. Back to Booker. Out to Beal. Fires the three. Rebounded by Denver.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Back to Gordon. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Again, Jokic missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. To the paint. Out to Beal. Outside Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Porter pulls it in. Denver leading by 5. Pass to Jokic. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Beal outside. Money. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
He's got to embrace the moment, and Beal shining brightly.
Here's Brown. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And the shot's good. And now it's a 10-point Denver lead.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Booker goes in. And so it's Denver with the W. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Pass to Turner. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Doris Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
Right side of Chua. Brunson taking his time here. Shot clock at 5. And Turner with the block.
How about the reach of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
Oh, got that one up quick.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Now here's Anunoby. To the middle. And the ball out of play. The Pacers will have it. Now here's Halliburton. Here he goes. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
To the paint. Now Bridges. Down low. Here's Anunoby. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Halliburton. Indiana on offense. Out to the wing. Here's Turner. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Here's Towns. The kick out to Brunson. Into the lane. Here's Achua. Back to Brunson. Just 3 to shoot. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. Nembhard outside. Takes the three. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Left side Brunson. Pass to Achua. And he can't jam it through. Pacers leading by 5. High post Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Nembhard outside. Outside for Halliburton. Fires from deep. The rebound by Bridges. And New York has possession. Here's Achua. Here's Towns. And the layup is good.
How about Karl Anthony Towns bullying his way to that second chance look? Nicely done.
Here's Siakam. Still without a bucket. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, you love the size and the length of Siakam, so he's comfortable in the painted area, does nice work there.
Right side Brunson. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Halliburton outside. And it's New York with a rebound.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Bridges. And it's all tied up.
Well, a high motor player like Mikal Bridges has got to make quick decisions. Rise and fire off the catch and shoot, Mikal.
Here's Halliburton. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's Brunson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brunson's got 7 points.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
for you. Checking in for the Pacers, number 5, Jarris Walker.
Good if it goes. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Indiana ahead, up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pacers?
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Towns on a screen. Bridges with it. Turner covering. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Five to shoot. Towns for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter. To the inside. Walker goes back up. And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man, Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. And here's Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. From deep. Counted from distance. Siakam's got 5.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
And here's Bridges. Achua with a screen. Bridges with it. Siakam covering. Back to Bridges. Clock at 4. Towns has got room. And it's New York scoring again.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns, a 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
Halliburton with the ball, and it's Brunson picking him up. And here's Turner from the arc. Another 3 for Indiana.
Well, you just love how Miles Turner goes right up with it, right? No hesitation, catch and shoot.
Inside. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Minute 32 left to play in the second quarter. Open shot from Brunson. And it's New York scoring again.
Yeah, we talk about having a high shot IQ. Jalen Brunson just 4 shots. You want to concede the mid-range jumper? He's more than content to take it.
to Neesmith. All sorts of time. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Now here's Achua. Doesn't go that time. Siakam with the defensive effort. To the wing on the left. Knocked loose. Halliburton looking over the floor. And now the Knicks on the break. Towns outside. And it's Towns with the power finish.
The problem is the defense has now allowed Karl-Anthony Towns to establish the rhythm. Now you've got to double him or get it out of his hands because he's cooking right now.
Back to Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Towns with the ball. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. It's been all about Karl-Anthony Towns for New York. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. The lead is 2. Towns outside. Towns can't get that one to fall. Indiana on offense. Dorsey, look at the youth on this Pacers roster. Plenty of upside moving forward.
BA, there is no doubt one of the strengths of this team is the chemistry of the young pieces you just referenced. And remember, this group plays a unique style, the fastest pace in the league, one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. A ton of fun to watch this Pacers roster play together.
Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. McConnell with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Down low. Here's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. Siakam's got 7.
And that is tenacity from Pascal Siakam. He was simply undeterred.
Left side Brunson. Pass to Towns. Brunson up top. Just 5 on the clock. There's the 3. Walker pulls down the board. Indiana leading by 3. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
McConnell right side.
Now, to me, that's about the length and strength of upper body by Karl-Anthony Towns. He's just destroying people with his defense.
Brunson misses. Pass to Neesmith. Walker for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Out to Bridges. Back to Brunson. To end the run. 4-3. Brunson nails it.
This guy won't give an inch. Brunson answers back with a 3 of his own. You've got to love it.
Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
Inside goes Brunson. Outside Achua. And there's the foul. It'll go on Precious Achua. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
The Knicks making a switch here. McConnell outside. Outside Walker. To the inside. Robinson with a steal. Knocked away. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready. Especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Back to Achua. Just 5 to shoot. And a big finish by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson understands how to position himself and turn the lights out. Makes that easy.
McConnell, good. McConnell's got 7 points.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
It's right on the wing. No points so far. Here's Robinson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Back to Robinson. Tries again. And Bryant pulls it down. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
McConnell outside. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Wright. Fast break, New York. Moving it up. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
One
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. McConnell goes in. Over to the wing. Toppin with it. And it's Robinson picking him up. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
Outside Robinson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Pacers. They're up by 5. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. From our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Back to Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nembhard. Drops in the 3. And the Pacers lead by 8.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Here's Wright. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Halliburton. Pacers leading by 8. From the arc. Another 3 for Indiana.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Siakam with it. Hard covering. The 3. The shot by Nembhard, no good. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Attention fans, now on the court is your fight squad. Get loud, let them hear it. Get loud as Texas get t-shirts. Substitution on the court.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And so it's New York with it. They trail by 11. Here's Brunson. Got a hand on it. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Halliburton. That one's off. He's 4 for 9. And here's New York now. Towns with the ball. Picked up by Matherin. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Achua. Outside Brunson. 5 on the clock. Anunoby for 3. Pacers with a rebound. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Turner with it. Stolen by Bridges. Towns outside. Bridges outside. Towns on a screen. Pass to Achua. There's the triple. He can't get it to go. Indiana leading by 11. Here's Siakam. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. They have yet to score here in the 4th. Achua with a screen. Now Anunoby. Buries it from 3. Anunoby's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Don't lose track of OG Anunoby. He's put in real time to make that jumper legit.
Nembhard outside. Back to Halliburton. From downtown. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks trail by 8. Towns outside. And Turner with the block. And he recovers it. Here's Brunson outside. Out to the right wing. To the left wing. Achua for 3. The rebound by Nembhard. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Halliburton, no good. Here's New York. So far in the 4th, they've allowed just 6 points. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Outside Brunson. From the high post. Second chance effort. Anunoby on the wing. Outside Brunson. Nembhard with it. And it's Brunson picking him up. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. And that sends Miles Turner to the free throw line. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. And New York has possession. 11-point game. Outside Brunson. Outside Achua. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Launches a three. Hits a three-pointer. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Halliburton. Nembhard left side. Outside Mathurin. Back to Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Halliburton. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. So it's Indiana winning this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll do it, folks, for Allie LaForce. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. And it's the Warriors to start out. Curry looking it over. Lets it fly. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Out to the right wing. Randall. Randall with another miss.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Butler with the bucket.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
Pass to Edwards. McDaniels with it. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that dunk.
Left side Curry. Pass to Green. Here's Butler. Offensive rebound. here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Edwards. Outside McDaniels. The Warriors pull it in.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Right side, Butler. Now here's Curry. Launches a three. Randall pulls down the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And the jam by Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Here's Curry. Banked it in off the glass. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
First team foul.
A minute 29 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Randall.
Capable of guarding any position on the floor, Green's energy on defense really makes an impact.
Curry's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 3. Randall outside. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert inside. He's got 6. And he gets the bucket.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Inside. And the Warriors get it back. Outside Butler. Randall with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Edwards. And that misses. That would have put him up. Outside Curry. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. 24 seconds left in the first quarter here. It's Edwards on the wing. No points yet. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Free throw good, Edwards. Gets it up. And so it's Rudy Gobert making things happen for Minnesota. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can.
The Timberwolves, 11.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. lineups around the league, Grant. Seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
The baseline J. And the shot no good. A bit short.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Outside Butler. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. To the middle. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Pass to Randall. Shot clock at 5. Over Kuminga. Randall can't hit.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy.
McDaniels from long range. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Outside Curry. Out to Hield. Puts up a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Here's Randall. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
And Randall drops them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Outside, Green. Outside, Curry. Pass to Green. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And Minnesota with possession here. McDaniels with it. From deep. Nails it from 3. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, an underrated passer. Randall has a nice feel for the game and is willing to keep his teammates involved.
Hield from outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Reed. To the paint. Left side, Edwards. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
Left side, Curry. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Dante DiVincenzo. You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game. His stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
Pass to Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Golden State basketball. Coming onto the floor for your Warriors. Number 2.
And so it's Golden State with it. 1:10 left to play in the half. Here's Butler. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Fast break, Minnesota. Pass to Randall. The kick out to Edwards. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Edwards got 8 points.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
Butler taking his time here. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a three at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Randall on the screen. Here's DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Kuminga. Hield with the ball. They grab their own miss. Pass to Butler. Stolen by Reed. And here comes the break. Here's Edwards. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Timberwolves ahead, up 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Minnesota leading by 3. Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
And the Warriors with possession. Randall outside. Pass to Reed. And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's McDaniels. Outside Reed. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And here's Butler. Randall pulls down the board. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
To the inside. And stolen by Edwards. Butler with a steal. The shot. From the top of the key, he buries it.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Randall deciding where to go with it. Got a piece of it. Healed with the ball. Randall's in his pocket. The finish! Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Jaden McDaniels picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the Warriors.
That free throw no good.
Payton, the second, taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Outside Conley. Pass to Reed. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Pajemski. He's scoreless. Now Butler. Guarded by Edwards. With the teardrop. He can't get that one to fall. McDaniels with some nice D. now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. For the tie. Butler can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. The three. The rebound by Post.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Back to Pajemski. Stolen by Conley. Fast break, Minnesota. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Back to Butler. Over Edwards. And Butler inside.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
Has called timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now Conley. No made baskets yet. Pass to Miller. It's stolen by Green. On the break. Can't tie it up. That one misses. Here's Minnesota. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Over to the left wing. Right side, Conley. Clark outside. 5 to shoot. Inside. Intercepted. Outside Moody. For the lead. The offensive rebound. They set the screen. Reed with it. Green picks him up. Down low. Here's Miller. Green with the defensive effort. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Warriors. 2-point game.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Outside Conley. Right wing. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Conley's got his first 2 points. The three from Curry. Here's Peyton. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's Minnesota.
27.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Warriors trailing. Outside Curry. Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
And what a comeback. Do they have enough left to maintain this energy and get the win?
They've played with a lot of heart to get back in this, and now they've got the other side on their heels with the game winding down.
Edwards looking for an opening. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside McDaniels. Over Peyton. McDaniels can't hit. In transition, here come the Warriors. Oh! Green dropping the hammer.
And I like seeing Green go up for that flush, showing how powerful he can be.
Pass to McDaniels. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Outside Curry. Misses the three. Right side McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Here's Edwards. Now here's DiVincenzo. Yep, count it. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Here's Curry. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, we might as well count those free throw shots. Curry is automatic at the line.
First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Curry nails both of them.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Left side, DiVincenzo. For 3, Randall. Rebounded by Green.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Butler can't get it to go. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. There's the 3. The rebound by Moody. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside for Green. Fires the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, what a sense for the moment. Green, big time bucket.
Pass to Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Warriors lead by 3. Now here's Curry. 1:49 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Fires from the wing. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards with it. Randall outside.
Inside, you have to try something to stop Randall. But he gets physical right back and draws a good shooting foul.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And Randall drops them both.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Outside Curry. To the middle. State needs to get off a shot. Got it from about 16 feet. Curry's got 6 here in the quarter.
When it is crunch time and you've got Stephen Wardell Curry, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
Gobert. For 3, Randall. Another miss by Minnesota. It's all come down to this one critical possession.
And BA, you can feel the intensity in this arena.
Here's Curry for 3. Second chance shot. Money.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
That they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. The rebound by Moody. And here's Curry from the arc. It's off. And so it's Golden State winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And BA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans.